Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at this, and this. Let's get started. So we're coming to the end of the calendar year, and as usual Hot Toys are ramping things up. We've got a mix of some announcements and some releases to talk about in this video because I haven't had a chance to get my thoughts down on these different things and haven't actually got a chance basically to make videos and explain what I think about these various different announcements and releases. So we're going to start off with this one. This is the Armorized Deadpool. It's $405 on Sideshow. It's a die cast. It actually looks very reminiscent of the Infinity War Machine. That's the Mark IV, the one with the digital camo. It's actually my favorite War Machine, although I have picked up that War Machine Mark I. It's going to look great with my Mark VI, but I'll do a video on that when the time comes. So look, this does absolutely nothing for me, to be quite honest. It does look cool. It does look cool, but I say multiple different times, these pieces, these Hot Toys, whether they're quarter scale or 6 scale, or even if you're a statue collector or whatever like that, these pieces are high quality and they're highly expensive. So if something looks cool, that's not enough for me to actually purchase one of these things. It has to be a triple threat. 99% of my collection basically are triple threat. What I mean by that, I have to like the character, I have to like the source material, and I have to like that particular suit or that version or that armor of the character. This, to be honest, you've heard me say before, if you've followed the channel, you've seen me on live streams or you've seen me on other people's live stream, I pass on a lot of things that I like to collect, the things I love. I don't even like this. So this is like a no-brainer straight away. I think it kind of looks cool in parts, but like it just really doesn't do too much for it. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool, fine, but that's not enough for me to commit to it. I like Deadpool, but my collecting is rooted in film. It's rooted in TV shows, so it's kind of like film, movies, and television shows and stuff like that I'm passionate about. But I have to like the source material. And this here, I believe this is actually referenced in comic book series. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong on that, let me know in the comment section down below. But I mean, this is for, I think this one is for die-hard Iron Man fans or die-hard Deadpool fans or die-hard both fans or the completionists. Maybe like if you're a die-hard Deadpool fan, it might look kind of cool if you like say the Deadpool from the movies, or if you then have like this Armorized Warrior Deadpool or whatever, and then maybe you've got the zombie Deadpool, and then what's the other one? They did a Venomized Deadpool as well. And you know, I can understand if someone's a die-hard Deadpool fan and a die-hard Deadpool comic book fan. And look, I love Deadpool. You know, I love the first movie, love the second one in particular. I thought it was even better than the first one. I really liked the first one. I've also read some of the source material. I've got a lot of those, you know, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe type thing, or Deadpool and Spider-Man specials. And actually, you know, like I'm not the biggest comic book or graphic novel fan, but I have gone back and read a lot of the source material, so I do particularly like the Deadpool character. But I just think this is gimmicky. Like the Venom pool, not for me. Armorized Deadpool, not for me. Even the zombies, like, you know, if you like them, it'd be boring if we liked all the same stuff. But personally, I just think they're kind of gimmicky and it's not for me. It looks cool, but at the same time, I get the vibe I get off this is that this is like some generic robot toy thing that you would see at a gas station, to be honest. A very, very expensive one of this. To be honest, I see a lot of people on streams actually saying like, okay, you know, would you, this is 405, you know, people are going to wait until it goes down to 300 or maybe 250 or something like that. Would you buy it if it goes down under 300? To be honest, I wouldn't buy this if this is $50 because it would just take up space on my shelf. What I would do is I would reach out to someone like Local Lou, who's like a diehard Deadpool fan, and I'd be like, hey man, look, I can get this for $50. You want it? And I would gift it to him or something like that, or send him the link for the company that is selling it for like a cheap price or something like that. But yeah, this is absolutely not for me. And to be honest, a lot of people are saying it's not for them and it looks cool. I just don't see it. It kind of looks like a gas station generic toy that you'd see. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next one. So the next one, Gorr the God Butcher. So this is, let me get this price. So I believe this is $275. Yeah, I just want to double check that I have my numbers right on that one. Yeah, so this is $275 on Sideshow. Of course, like I don't really buy from Sideshow. I get them cheaper elsewhere. But yeah, this is 1/6 scale, Hot Toys 1/6 scale, Gorr the God Butcher from the movie Thor: Love and Thunder, which it was a big pile of. No, not for me. Absolutely didn't like it. Sorry, this video could be a bit trashy. Yeah, look, I Christian Bale is one of my favorite actors. Like what he did in the Dark Knight trilogy, you know, just fantastic. Loved his performance as Batman and Bruce Wayne. Yeah, the voice I have to excuse, but like, you know, he's just a fantastic actor in different roles, and he was the best part of Thor: Love and Thunder in my opinion. But that movie I just thought was brutal. This looks good, and I'm guessing I'm going to repeat things you've seen on numerous other streams. The head sculpt looks good. The kind of the scarring and the kind of, I don't know, the redness. I've seen people, it's not tattoos. It's like his head looks kind of part scarred, part like venation, like the veins and stuff like that. I like the way his eyes are different color as well, and even like the detail in the teeth. And are these kind of like, I'm not sure if this drool or is this like some sort of tattoos there underneath. But look, I have to say he was the best part of that movie. Wouldn't be hard. And I particularly like the black and white bit. I thought that was pretty cool, and there was splashes of color. Thought that was interesting because it reminded me of kind of Sin City, and I really like Sin City. Look, the joints in this, I mean, the whole thing, I know they're called hot toys, but they shouldn't look like toys. And with those joints, that's exactly what it would look like. And if you maybe are a diehard Thor: Love and Thunder fan, and you're going away and you're getting the Thor and the Valkyrie and the Mighty Thor from this, strange the way they're all seamless, and then this one is jointed. Like this one has more joints than Snoop Dogg, let's be honest. Like, so you've got the joint at the wrist, you've got the joint at the elbow, and I believe there's joints at the feet as well. It's very hard to unsee them. So you've got this, you've got his axe. I'm drawing a blank here. It's not Mjolnir. That will come to me. That'll come to me. And the sword as well, which he used for god butchering, but I think he butchered one god, was it? So yeah, and look, this joint, it's just, you just can't unsee it. Now, could they go back and do a Peacemaker on this and fix it? It's possible, but they've a lot to fix. They have to fix the joints at the ankles, they have to fix the joints at the elbows, they have to fix the joints at the wrist. It's a shame because I think the proportions are okay. I think they have his general like physique, the proportions are okay. I like the way they give the sword. I'd imagine that's kind of like that metallic kind of same material. I imagine it's real metal, I'm guessing. I know that the Deadpool that I have for Deadpool 2, there's real metal for the knife and his two katana blades. They give a warning and instructions, you know, just be careful because they will actually, you know, you can jab some with them. They can cut you as well. Like, the head sculpt is great. I see Christian Bale there. Insult to Christian Bale as well. It's an ugly version of Christian Bale. That's the way his makeup was done in the movie. Again, I really like the way that the lenses here, they're kind of like that orangey color. His kind of his you know, questionable dental hygiene here. I'm not sure if these are actually tattoos or is that some sort of like black drool or something like that. All the kind of disfigurement on the head as well, and this kind of like trace of purple and stuff like that. I think the robe looks good as well. I think the robe sits quite well. And again, you know, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. The accessories coming. I think I'm giving a fairly balanced opinion on this particular figure. It was just from the source material. Absolutely didn't like it. But I thought he was good in the movie. Christian Bale is really bad, in fairness. Like, this looks like the head sculpt's on point. It's just the joints. Head sculpt's good, accessories good, physique good. The robe sits nice. Separate rolling eyeballs function. 270. You know, probably the best you could hope for with a figure with a head sculpt here, especially if head sculpt this quality. Of course, that separate rolling eyeballs really kind of will make it look a lot more sinister, and you can add more animation to it. I think it really brings them to life when you can just tweak those eyeballs and stuff like that. Even the way the hood, if the hood sits like that, I think a lot of people are very happy, because I know some of the Jedi hoods don't actually sit as well as that. I think that looks pretty cool. The cable poncho is pretty cool, actually. Sits, actually no, sorry, I tell a lie. No, that's not what I was thinking. The cable poncho is good, but I remember putting the hood up and it didn't sit like that. So it'd be interesting if that, when this comes out, is this going to be as good as that? Yeah, I like the way, I'm drawing a blank with Thor's axe, like. And it was a big part of the comedy in the film. There's a lot of comedy. It wasn't really funny as well in that. Those bloody goats and stuff like that, I was a bit too Taika Waititi for my liking, to be honest. I don't want them anywhere near Star Wars. And again, folks, you know, if you're watching and you disagree with what I'm saying, please let me know respectfully in the comment section down below. Like, we're not going to agree all the time. I have to give a commentary on the positive and the negative things. Like it'd be a very unbalanced channel if I just talked about all the figures that I liked and get. And I'm a disciplined collector, so a lot of the times, 90% of the time, I'm not picking up these things when I'm giving my thoughts and opinions on them. But yeah, just to summarize this one, I completely separate the movie. I've talked about the movie, but head sculpt, fantastic. I think the great touch with the separate rolling eyeballs and the detail on the eyes and the teeth and the head. And even the detail in the arms look good. The body proportions look good. I think the robe sits quite nice if it sits like that in the real thing. I know these are prototype images. The sword looks cool, and I like the way they have Thor's axe there as well. It's just the joints. Like if they give us a seamless, but again, I know you have that argument then if it's seamless, it might hinder posability. But are you really going to have Gorr doing backflips? Or they could burst and stuff like that. I mean, I've got an Ahsoka. I'm really looking forward to that Ahsoka, Tano and Grogu from The Mandalorian, because that episode was some of the best piece of Star Wars media I've ever seen in my life. But I am going to be very cautious with those seamless arms. Yeah, so look, no, this isn't for me. Armorized Deadpool, not for me. Gorr the God Butcher, nothing from this movie is for me because I didn't like the source material. Moving on, number 3. Oh, that photo. I mean, come on. I'm really glad that I don't collect Clone Wars. I have been working my way slowly, very slowly through Clone Wars, the animated series, for what seems like 2 years. I'm on season 4 and it's just about to start to get good. Everyone I'm talking with says, oh, skip season 1, 2, 3, but I can't skip season 1, 2, or 3. I want to watch them all. I don't want to just cherry pick. So I've watched all season 1, all season 2 and all season 3, and they're clearly designed for kids. But season 4, it's starting to get a bit more, you can tell they obviously made the series more kind of, I suppose, mature. The series matured as the audience, their target audience, were maturing as well. So it's getting a little bit better, and I've been told seasons 4, 5, 6, the last few seasons are the best. So, but I'm not going to commit to this. Like I didn't like the sequels, so therefore I don't collect sequels. Even if I like the animated series, I'm going to stay in my lane and I'll just enjoy it from afar. Now the reason I'm looking at this kind of going smiling is because I'm a Trooper collector. And I don't think I've ever seen a Hot Toys 1/6 scale clone or, you know, like Stormtrooper, any sort of trooper from the animated series that I didn't appreciate. And this is no different. So this is like, I thought it was just like a 501st. The 501st, I believe, are the ones with the Ahsoka style paint on the helmets. So this is, yeah, it's just the 501st. It should be the 5. Is it the 501st? No, this is just Vaughan. This is just Vaughan. Yeah, sorry. But it's really, really cool. Just on this photo, let's be honest. It very much looks like Cody, right? And as a Trooper collector, like I collect live action troopers. So all the troopers I have are from what I consider the best form of Star Wars media. The original trilogy, Rogue One, The Mandalorian, and fingers crossed, Andor is fantastic. I don't collect sequels because I didn't like them. I don't collect prequels because, you know, there's bits and pieces I like. The only figure I have from the prequels is Cody, because it's a trooper and I'm willing to make an exception. I'm going to make an exception for that is the clone trooper pilot from episode 2. Again, live action. It's not from the Clone Wars. So the Clone Wars stuff is fantastic, but I just don't collect them because I don't have the money and the space to collect everything. It's that simple. So I have to gravitate to the things that I love that are triple threats, like I've mentioned earlier on this video. Like I need to pass on the stuff that looks cool to collect the things that I really, really love. But this looks great. I mean, look at it. You got the blaster in the hand. You got the long rifle that comes with Cody as well. This is very similar. I think this is actually the same one. I think the helmet and the color codes are just class as well. I love the weathering and scuffing on this, and even like the contrast between the kind of the off-white here and the scuffs, the blue and then the orange. The colors just look really, really well together. So I can see why people go mad for these particular troopers. This is Vaughan. I don't think this comes with a head sculpt. Probably explain why it was kind of rushed out. That rifle as well, it's like, it's not really detail friendly. I've got all my troopers downstairs in an IKEA Mills bow. It's like a trooper collection separate to my main collection. So behind me is the fully operational battle station, and then down in the sitting room is the rebel outpost, well, technically a trooper outpost. Yeah, these, it's kind of a repaint, really, if you think about it. I suppose like it's to me it's the Cody armor, and then the Cody blaster, just with an Ahsoka paint job, like, you know. But I believe this is cheap. I think this is like I give the price as well. So like if you put it about this video is full of varied prices here. You have the armorized Deadpool for like $405, and then you have the last one, Gorr, is like $275. This is $250. This is $250. It looks cool though. I'm really glad I don't collect Clone Wars, because it just takes a lot of pressure off the wallet in this game, and space as well. But it's not, because like even that's kind of reminiscent of the Order 66. Like I actually have Cody downstairs. I didn't want to pose him in the Order 66 pose, because it's like, alright, that's just a typical cliche go-to pose. And I actually had him posed in like numerous different other poses. But then I was like, you know, I was doing a video and I said I have to pose him in the Order 66 pose. And I really liked it. He's got the rifle in his left hand. I don't know was that screen accurate, but it's in that kind of, you know, he's got the Sidious hologram and he's looking down at like, and he's got his rifle, not the long rifle. It comes with like 2 handheld blasters. That one long rifle that we just spoke about there, the kind of regular blaster. So yeah, look, this looks great. Happy for those who are getting it, but I don't collect Clone Wars. Yeah, so when I had him doing Order 66, it was this blaster. So he comes with 2 handguns, this, and then the long rifle. So this is Vaughan, no head sculpt. And again, I'd say it's another one that the diehard Clone Troopers fans will be happy for. But rushed out as well. You notice that pattern a lot, like that if something's a trooper, it skips the queue. If something doesn't have head sculpts, it skips the queue. The more complicated ones that have like detailed head sculpts, or maybe like some sort of a detailed brand new mold or something like that, like some Doc Ock, whatever, they'll probably all get delayed. So just to finish up there, they've announced Clone Wars Anakin from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, no, they've not. Clearly, everyone saw this, and it's funny, they really have no chill here, because what they've done is, it's a 501st Legion Clone Trooper. So, just a little, I'm not sure if you know this fact, but the Clone Troopers in the Kenobi TV show during the Order 66 flashbacks, it was the first time we actually had live action clone troopers. Obviously, we've had live action troopers before, you know, stormtroopers and death troopers, people in suits. But the original trilogy, not the original trilogy, the prequels, like all those clones were like animated. They were like CGI. But in the Kenobi TV show, when they show the Order 66 flashbacks, those clone troopers were the first time where you had like people in a suit. So they've already done the 501st from the Clone Wars, and now these are the 501st Legion clone troopers as seen in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So kind of a bit of a, yeah, it's a bit of a cash grab, let's be honest. But what's funny is, usually when they tease stuff, they announce a clone trooper, and they have like they did with the Geonosis battle droids. They announced the Geonosis battle droids, and they put like the back of Mace Windu's head and this purple lightsaber just in the corner of the shot. Like, they do this a lot. They tease one figure that's upcoming that hasn't been announced yet in a figure that they're announcing. I think they did the same thing with the Grand Inquisitor, and you had like Reva in the background, something like that. This is so funny though, because it's like there's no chill going on. It's just like, yeah, you're getting Anakin. So a lot of people speculated, because of the Order 66 flashback, that you saw Darkside Anakin, and Darkside Anakin's price in the secondary market has been seriously increasing. So it's one of those it's one of those G words that a lot of people want. So they're clearly going to do this, and I'd imagine it's not going to have that base that it comes with from Revenge of the Sith. So just going to flick through some of these. I think this is actually 230 now. Remember, it's the 501st Legion here is what we're looking at. So I'm just going to flick through some of these photos. Let's go back here. Like, it looks cool. Again, like, it's not something that I'm going to pick up. I know these are live action troopers, and I'm a trooper collector, but it's from the Kenobi TV show, and I'm not going to go deep into that line. I'm going to get the Vader. I'm not even going to get the Kenobi, to be honest, unless they absolutely fix that head sculpt and knock it out of the park. I'll be happy with that Vader, because you can pose it in. The only thing, I suppose if they do fix the head sculpt and it's a really good head sculpt. It would be nice to have the two of them, because then you could pose them next to each other with the Vader smashed up in battle damage, but also then I can put on the parts with Vader to make him look clean and pose him with my Besman Luke. So it's one Vader, two different situations. I'm a bit Vader blind. I know people would nitpick and go, yeah, but the Kenobi Vader is not the same as, say, the Vader from Empire Strikes Back. But let's be honest, like, who's going to know? Like, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference unless they were pointed out to me. I know there is differences. I've seen the things online and stuff like that. But in fairness, the dark side Anakin is getting all the attention here, because, yeah, these are fine, good-looking clone troopers. Again, I'm a trooper collector, but I'm very, very... It has to be live action, and even though these are live action... yeah, look, it's I still see Clone Wars when I see them. I still see prequels. The only kind of prequels figure like that I have in my collection, like I said already, is Commander Cody, because it's just such a cool design of a trooper, and the color palette on it and everything like that. And I'm gonna get that clone pilot because I think the same thing as well. But yeah, this doesn't scream to me. Again, I think the clones tend to appeal to fans of the Clone Wars, obviously, and diehard like prequel fans. I think younger people maybe. It looks good though. I wonder, I think is there a comparison here? I saw people giving out online. Yeah, this is it. That I think here, TMSO 92. So this is the one from the Kenobi live action TV show. And then this here, I believe, is, I can't remember. This must be just from the Clone Wars, the animated show. Again, if I'm wrong on that, correct me in the comment section down below. So this looks a bit beefier, and obviously the blue is a different color. It's more lighter. This is like a deeper blue. This reminds me of the Chrome Mando gate, when there was not, people hadn't even received their Beskar Mando Deluxe or Beskar Mandos yet, and they announced a new, updated, better chrome shiny one with more accessories in the head sculpt, and they actually compared the two of them together. Yeah, it was funny. It was like they're sitting around going, do you know what would really annoy collectors? And then you just watch with popcorn. So yeah, so in conclusion, like, although I'm a trooper collector, no, I'm not rushing out to get this, because I just see prequels and Clone Wars really, to be honest, it's not a particularly appealing clone to me. This one here, absolutely love it, but again, it's from the Clone Wars. This looks so good. It is tempting, but no, I'm going to stay in my line, exercise a bit of discipline. Gorr is not going to happen, and neither is Deadpool. So folks, 4 passes here, but yeah, look, and this one, yeah, 230. Yeah, so look, if you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking any of these up or not. You can also follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.